Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Taib, my dear beloved student, I'm currently not able to enter your class due to some obligations that I need to do for today. Therefore, our class today will be online through this video. So all you need to do is listen carefully to the video, and then you can ask your absence for the today weeks. Okay. Today we would like to discuss about Islamic social finance as instruments of public finance. Currently, public finance is defined as every rights and obligations of the state that can be valued in money, as well as everything in the form of money or goods that can be used as state property in connections with the implementations of these rights and obligations. Which mean, as we discussed before, the public finance is a part of or branch of economic studies that studied about public income and public expenditure. So public income in current economics is divided into two types: taxes and non-taxes. But today we will not discuss about that. Meanwhile, according to Ibn Taymiyyah, the financial source of the state could be divided into two parts: primary and secondary sources. Primary sources is collected from khumsul ghanimah or khumsul ghanimah, from fay and from zakah or sadaqah, while secondary sources collected from amwal fadlah, luqatah, usr, doribah, and other form of sources. Which mean, if we see that Ibn Taymiyyah state that zakah is primary source of the state of the country, which mean we able to raise zakah as one of public income for the country. The question is how the Islamic social finance or Islamic philanthropy is not be an instrument of public finance in the current era, while in the history of Islam it is a primary sources for states to collect and distribute in order to achieve social welfare. Therefore, what is Islamic social finance? What the component of Islamic social finance that able to be an instrument or to be instruments for state income? And how is the distribution of state's Islamic public income? Islamic social finance can be defined as Islamic fund that given voluntarily with the value of kindness or love, which includes zakah, infaq, alms, and wakaf, that able to be a solutions to overcome social and environmental problems supported by human values. Therefore, the main components of Islamic social finance currently is zakah, wakaf, and alms. And now we would like to discuss about zakah and waka. Zakah, in the term of language, mean clean, holy, blessing, and growing. While in terms, it is a certain property that must be issued by every Muslim and given to those who are entitled to receive it. There are two types of zakah. First, zakatul nafs, and second is zakatul mal. Zakatul nafs that all Muslim since he born until he dead need to issue or to pay the zakah of nafs every year before Shawwal, which means zakah nafs is zakah fitrah. Meanwhile, zakah mal is currently we able to simulate it or to compare it with the current tax in the current public finance, while current text can be divided or can be developed into many types of taxes, as well as zakah mal can be developed into many type of zakah. So this is the elements of zakah. First is muzaki, second is mustahik, third is obligatory wealth, and the last is amil. And this is the obligatory wealth that I mentioned before. Is the wealth or the mal that should be paid as zakah. First is gold, silver, and money. Second, trade and company. Third is agricultural products, plantation products, and fishery products. Fourth is mining products. Fifth is farm products. Sixth is revenue and services. And the last is rikas. And this is based on law of Republic Indonesia number 38 1999 concerning about management of zakah. It will be different. Every country has its own obligations. It had its own rules about zakah. Indonesia should be different, but not far away from this. Indonesia and Malaysia have similar obligations or similar rules about zakah. Maybe be different, but not far away from this. Meanwhile, wakaf is in language means stop or hold. In term, wakaf is withholding wealth, and the benefits of it can be given in the way of Allah. Wakaf can be divided into three types. First, wakaf zuri or wakaf ahli, then wakaf khairi, and the last one is wakaf. Meanwhile, elements of wakaf. First is waqif. Second, sighah. Third is the witness of wakaf sighah. Fourth, mawquf bihi. And the next is mawquf alaihi. And nazir or mutawalli. So, how is the distributions of the Islamic social finance in the term of a state or a country? First, based on Ibn Taymiyyah, there are two types of expenditure of distributions of income. First is for national defense. National defense could be divided into two types: internal and external. Internal is domestic security institutions, or in Indonesia we call it police or police, PDRB in Malaysia. So there is should be a salary for them, defense equipment for the security, retirement plans for the members, and indeed the prosperity of the members. Equal to the internal, external defense means national army institutions, which means the nations or the country or the government should provide their salaries, the defense equipment, the retirement plans of the member, and as well as the prosperity of the members. And the second is for social expenditure, which means government should provide the basic needs of the society, as well as should establish and build infrastructures for social welfare, provide the salaries of the state officials and the employees, as well as special salaries for the judge or qadi. And indeed, the nations or the country or the state should provide the expenditure for educations. In Indonesia, the budget for educations is at least 20% of all budgets. Nations or country or states also should provide the salaries for the teachers, preachers, and imam, according to Ibn Taymiyyah. Also should establish and build public facilities. And the last but not least, should provide the subsidy for the needy and poor society. And indeed, should provide for all members of society in the country with health benefits. That's all I can share to you, and I need you to respond the videos, and your response is equal to your absence for today. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.